Honestly, B580 exceeded everybody's expectations. RTX 4060 8GB variant in India, they always price them higher.
Yeah.
What I feel is that price in India might be around 300 bucks.
Do you think the people of India will be buying this GPU?
The main barrier in the Indian industry for gaming is it's not cheap. VRAM factor in laptops is like a major drawback why laptops are not being recommended and PCs are recommended more. In India, the government takes a shit ton of money. Hello and welcome to the Guilds of Kuro podcast. Today I have with me Mr. Fazal here. This is gonna be our very first podcast. We are gonna be diving into basically, topics like tech, gaming, and everything. Without further ado, let's get started. So, our very first topic for today is gonna be
The Intel Arc GPU B570. The Intel Arc B570 is going to be on par with AMD's RX 600.
Yeah. I think that's a fair comparison actually. Honestly, B580 exceeded everybody's expectations. So that was like it performed really well for what I thought it would. There were some problems like compatibility issues where if you were pairing it with a budget CPU, it was not performing anywhere close to like what. And well, if somebody's buying a $250 GPU, they're not gonna spend $500 on a CPU to get the full performance. But problem is, I think to some extent with just one driver update, Intel fixed it for the most part, because when we tested this B570, when we saw B570 testing, it's a 10GB card. First of all, I want to just talk about its specs. So it comes with a 10GB VRAM capacity, and when it's competing with the graphic cards like RX 6600 from AMD or RTX 4060 8GB variant, uh, it's like in India it's supposed to be like Intel has priced it at around $220. I honestly don't think so that those prices ever get come out, the graphic cards ever come out with that kind of pricing. They always price them higher.
Yeah.
So what I feel is that price in India might be around 300 bucks.
I have a question. So, do you think the people of India will be buying this GPU?
Yeah, so thing is, if this card succeeds, it's gonna bring a it's gonna shake up the gaming industry in India completely, because right now the problem with this is that there is the main hurdle, the main barrier in the Indian industry for gaming, in PC gaming and everything, is it's not cheap. Like there is no cheap option available for anybody. Like the minimum you gotta spend is around easily I would say 60-70,000 to get medium settings 1080p gameplay, RTX 3060 or RX 6600. If you get a PC with that specs, easily 60,000. So if this card manages, B570, if it manages to hit a price point of 23,000 even, that's like $270 I'm speaking. So
That's an amazing price point, honestly.
for India, it is.
Yeah, it is.
In India, the government takes a shit ton of money on every sale. There's
28% there, 28% here.
what can we even say? I hope the government reconsiders and like provides some relief to gamers. So thing is, the main competition here will be with the PS5 crowd. So in India, it's, if you're a gamer, it's like many times much cheaper to just go for a digital edition PS5 or Xbox, because they're now going as low as 33,000 rupees.
And you're practically able to also play the same games you would want.
Exactly, but there are certain benefits that you cannot beat in a PC. Main being that you just don't have to, you can do much more than just game on that
Game
thing.
on it, yeah.
It's a investment which actually pays out instead of just providing us sort of entertainment.
Yeah.
So if in India it manages to be around 23,000 rupees, I if it's more than that, I'll just put more money and get a 3060 12GB graphic card, honestly.
For the price point that you have told me right now, if it lands right there, I feel like people will go towards buying it.
Exactly. So, for what it performs, what specs it's giving, I really I do want to see Intel enter this market, like, because in CPU space Intel is dominating the Indian market. Like,
Oh
Intel
yeah.
has always had such a, you know, good grasp and hold of the Indian market. AMD has never been able to do, even like with Ryzen releases and everything. The, in market, if I go, Intel will always, everybody will recommend just Intel blindly,
And
because it's not that all their products are just good. It's majorly because they have such good marketing and hold in the Indian market. So if they can get that marketing to work for the graphic cards,
I
I
feel like it would be a game changer.
exactly, I see so much potential in this card in the Indian market. Like, it's getting 200-300 FPS, in Valorant and medium settings, and the Valorant market in India is crazy.
Brooming, yeah, exactly.
I've seen in PC gaming, 90% of people are just playing PUBG or Valorant. That's it. Like, so I feel that this is a very good opportunity for Intel. Like, they can dethrone Nvidia and
And
AMD,
AMD.
at least in one market, very properly. They have a very crazy grasp here.
I know, right? Exactly. So like we'd finally be, seeing someone new, seeing a new face.
Exactly. We need competition, especially here where the cards get released late, they get released more expensive. So if a card comes and disrupts this scene, Nvidia will have to bring their prices down, because it seems like India might not be a major market to other people, but it is. Like, I have seen so many people spend lakhs and lakhs of rupees on gaming PCs that are like, what do I even say?
Well, they're just overpriced at this point.
Exactly. Like, I mean, honestly, I feel bad. I feel bad. That's all I'm gonna say.
People prefer to go for laptops these days.
Exactly. Laptop market is also crazy. I do want to see these graphic cards in laptops also. Why not in laptops?
That would
It's
be
gonna
amazing,
be a
honestly.
crazy deal. 10 GB VRAM graphic card. Currently the only laptops with 10 GB VRAMs are like 2 lakhs plus.
Yeah, they're all MSI. There's Alienware.
You need to go to 3080 Ti, 3080
Yeah,
Super
yeah.
to just get a 10 GB VRAM thing.
VRAM, yeah.
But if Intel is able to, entice, I mean, I would personally buy it just for the VRM. Ah, the VRAM factor in laptops is like currently a major drawback why laptops are not being recommended and PCs are recommended more for heavier
That is
workloads.
heavy, yeah. That
The
makes.
companies are putting 4090s, but
Well, I mean, it's again at the end of the day, it's not the exact 4090 that we expect.
exactly.
It's a laptop version.
It is
It's
a
a more
cut down.
compact version. So I believe it trying to give out every output that we
Yeah.
think that a normal 4090 would give is a little far fetched for us to.
Exactly. Portability brings some compromises, of course.
Yeah.
So, moving on, let's talk some business. Basically, this graphic card, I feel, can go really well for the business side of the customers in India. So in India, just generally I've seen people go buy like very 10-year-old CPUs, PCs, just because PCs are very expensive. And even like, companies, when they buy like cheaper laptops that, are not upgradable. It's not just that they are not upgradable. Being not upgradable means more e-waste. And being a developing country, we need to,
Reduce on our e-waste, I
it
believe.
is a time where we can remove these problems at their root. So while we are developing this, giving PCs to employees which can be upgraded, which can be sold as parts and everything, is a very big opportunity. And if HP, Dell, and they capitalize on this, and other system integrators, and meanwhile, like, not even just business, in gaming PCs, if SIs are selling, I mean, it would be a great opportunity that they can sell. But the only drawback right now that I see is the driver support. Currently, the business people will not,
allow it into the market, I believe, until the drivers are.
yeah, exactly. Business people will be very angry if the graphic cards, this ARCs drivers are what they are right now, and they are not stable at all. Like, they need to work a lot on these drivers, I feel. So, well, while we are talking about gaming,
Yeah.
the
So
next topic, I think you'll love to ask me.
So I was thinking, have you heard about the new CS2 rumors that are not rumors
Oh,
exactly,
yeah,
the
yeah.
whole
How can I
allegations,
not?
the fights that are going on? I wanna hear more about it.
So what happened is, basically, so it's personally, it hurt me a lot too. So what happened was, you know, Valve introduced basically battle passes. It's 1350 rupees, 1350 rupees per battle pass, and you can buy up to 5 battle passes at the same time, activate them at the same time, earn 5 times the rewards. And it's a good thing that you actually have to play the game and it's not pay to win or anything. So still they introduced a gun, limited time item.
Is this
Now,
about that Deagle skin?
yeah, heat treated.
Oh yeah, I've
So
heard about it. Go on, I'd like.
what happened here is, it was a limited item for around, I think, 105 days or something. The 105 days are over. What Valve did, they pushed the update, they just yeeted it out of the game. No replacement skins, no other, anything else to, uh, what do I say, even, like, people are so angry, man. Like, they just flash sold. I bought through 2-3 of those deagles from market. Steam has a market where the skins
Yeah,
can
I've
be
heard
traded
about it,
legally.
yeah.
So, well, it's a very good thing that skins can be sold and rebought. You can keep on changing. You're not logged in, unlike Valorant. So what happens here is, everybody expects like Valve to provide updates, constant updates or anything. Even if they are not updating anti-cheat, not doing, at least give us a skin. Like, replace the heat treated thing with something, anything. I mean, P250 X-ray, like, just give that. I mean,
I believe
at
that's
this
a
point
valid
I'll take
request,
anything.
dude. I feel that's a valid request.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now I have got a gaming topic for you.
Ask. Go ahead.
It's gonna be a bit spicy. I mean, some people might get angry, some people would agree with me. I mean, this is a very valid question from my point of view. The
Alright.
question is a bit spicy. Are you ready?
Sure, go ahead. Hit
Okay,
me with it.
I'll throw it at you directly without hesitation anymore. Is Valorant turning into a gacha game? What's your opinion on that? Because
You were not lying about the spicy part. So yes, I'll give you that. Well, I feel like there's a lot of backlash that is being faced by Riot right now. I mean, I'm all up for goodies in game. I'm all up for more fancy items, miscellaneous items.
everybody,
I mean, sure, I love a knife skin, but then wow, there's a phone now. And with the phone right now, within this time, so they've introduced the phone and a snowflake. The snowflake comes as part of the battle pass, where the phone you get for free. Right, so, but I believe it is taking away from the essence of the entire game, the essence
yeah,
of
I
the how
mean, I
the
think
game was
they are
established.
introducing a FOMO, fear of missing out, in their
Yeah.
game very heavily.
Yeah, that comes in when the night market is around, because say
Ah.
you miss, like say you've missed what do you call, a bundle that you wanted to buy, okay, and now that you don't have it, there's this thing called night market where they rotate skins, but then it's completely random and you can get any. But then what happens is those skins are at a very less cost compared to the original bundle price, which induces this thing within players, like, oh wait, we couldn't buy it when it was expensive, we can't buy it even though when it's cheap. So it just kinds that creates that fear of missing out.
Exactly. I feel that they are doing a lot of things that they did with the League of Legends, and I feel this fear of missing out. I don't know, because I don't play Valorant. Sorry if I say something wrong. So thing is that I feel that this effect, how do I say, doing this in India, the market is as such that before, people, I never saw them spend even a dime on a game before. Now the gaming market has like exploded, and now what
And
I
it's,
fear,
and it's evolving, I believe.
exactly, yeah, every year $1 billion increase in the market valuation, like, that's great, but who that money is going to? People don't understand that Riot is owned by
Tencent.
Chinese company.
Well, I mean, the Chinese did have a tendency to make a lot of gacha games. We have Genshin Impact.
Yeah. I think, as you said, like, this FOMO tactic, I think, has been a remnant of Tencent's business tactics. They are the main power behind this gacha games. Mostly all are funded or owned by them at this point,
Yeah.
PUBG included.
Well,
So, like, what is your opinion about this phone thing? Do you think like this is another money grab attempt by Valorant?
honestly, I could definitely see it become one because wow, it's a phone. The next time it's a squeeze ball. There's a stress ball. There might be a candy cane. It could be anything.
They can. What I feel is they might just make it a mobile phone. Different. You can buy a Apple iPhone 16 Pro Max for real $1,000 in a game.
And then you can also make it flip flop,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that. Maybe it could also lead to it becoming part of the Web3 area, and then also
Yeah, yeah,
developing
yeah,
into
yeah.
NFTs, all of that. And
I
then
hope they don't delve into NFTs. I
oh,
hate that.
I mean, I don't want to get there either.
I mean, CS2 skins are technically NFT. You can sell them. They are not real. They're just an image that you can trade on the market. So technically, they are NFTs. But I don't want to believe that. I love Counter Strike.
Well, to your.
So moving on, our third topic will be.
Oh,
Yeah. So
this one I've been excited about.
yeah. So this I'll ask you first.
Go ahead.
Were you expecting Nintendo to release this?
I mean, you want an honest answer? I heard that the rumors were out there. The Switch 2 is coming out, and I was very excited because I grew up on Nintendo, Game Boy, all of that. So I was really into that. And then I heard that the Switch 2 is coming out. I missed out my chance to buy the Switch 1, and I felt like I missed it out, and then I couldn't buy it later. So I was just like, okay, if I can't do it then, I might as well do it now. So, do you want to get into what about it is it that makes it special?
Yeah. Like throw a question at me now. I want to see. You know, even my perspective on this is not clear. Honestly, like I was not expecting this. Like this came out of nowhere, and it felt like other people have also said it felt like very
Nostalgic.
very a rushed thing. No,
Yeah.
like the trailer itself was a very rushed thing. They
Oh
were like
yeah.
they have not put any like major effort. It's just some bunch of animations with no info, nothing, just display sizes there. I wanted more in-depth things, bro.
Yeah, even I wanted to see like a gameplay thing. I wanted to see what is in it, what are they using. But then,
If I talk about the tech part, like they have allegedly there was a leak in Nvidia by Lapsus Group. They basically hacked their database, and they found out Nvidia has developed this Tegra T239 chip, and this is a ARM Cortex based processor and APU kind of thing. They are running a GPU with 1500 CUDA cores, and allegedly this supports DLSS and ray tracing
that is insane for a Switch.
for a Switch. And
And at this point, you're looking practically you can rival a PS4's performance.
PS4's performance, exactly. I was gonna say that if the claim is true and if it matches up to the PS4's performance, it's a crazy thing.
It would just become a new console killer because it's at a lower price point than
It's
they
at a
are.
very lower price point, because I don't think so they're gonna release it for more than $400. $400. I feel for Switch, a console like Switch is a very sweet spot point.
For investing, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it's gonna be scalped to anything when it gets released. The expected release date, according to Nintendo, is 2nd April of this year. So I'm definitely waiting for it. I also didn't buy the Nintendo Switch One, so I think I might just buy it, because if the performance numbers are true,
It's a great investment,
it's a great
honestly.
investment, and I know damn sure that forget the next 6 years. There's not gonna be any Switch 3 till 6 years at
6
least.
years, yeah. Ekagra, I have another question about it,
Definitely.
right? So, like, do you think in terms of feasibility or like more accessibility towards the Switch 2, do you think they have done a better job at this time?
I feel the Switch, the concept of console of the console Switch, its concept I think is more focused toward normal people that are not too tech savvy. So it's a more user friendly kind of console where I don't feel they're gonna change the OS that much. I think it's all about they're gonna improve the ergonomics, they're gonna improve all the stuff and everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. So, according to the trailer, they did do that. So, I want to know if, if it's better this time around than what they did last time.
So what I feel is what you have asked is correct. So basically, what I feel is that I don't think that from the design perspective, the display being 33% larger is a very plus sign. I think that's a great benefit. So the last year's one was adequate, but the 720p 720p resolution was it was not for me. I need 1080p minimum, man. Like I use 4K monitors at home, and
Well.
once you get used to that thing, there's no coming back. There's no coming back. So another thing is, they have this time included so many different things. uh, Last time I don't think so they had like any kickstand or anything.
No, they didn't. It was just handheld, yeah.
This time they have included proper U-shaped good quality kickstands.
Well, that's great. At least now I can just keep it standing.
Exactly, you don't have to buy a whole dock just to get it in dock mode,
That's
and
great, honestly.
you can just hook it up to a type C cable and you're good to go, man. Like, and if I have to say, the one thing that I never expected out of Nintendo was backwards compatibility.
Oh, well, that was new for me. Now at least I know that.
Now I think they're gonna just sue themselves at this point. I mean,
Well, Nintendo
they hate having their one console's game running on other type of console. So,
well, they were mad at the emulators. Now I don't know whom they're gonna be.
and talking about emulators, you know what they did? Their legal counsel came out and said, well, emulators are not technically illegal. Then on what basis did you sue the
Sue
other
the guy, yeah. Why
What?
did he sue them? But I'm excited for the third-party support that they spoke about. Where they're talking with Activision to incorporate more Call of Duty games. I want to be able to play Call of Duty on the go.
Truly, man, like I feel that considering this is based on like the Tegra SoC is based on ARM Cortex processors and everything, I feel it should be able to run Android apps. I mean,
Well,
the optimization shouldn't be that hard.
yeah.
It's gonna get is a better GPU. The processor.
That's a phone with a GPU. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, phone with a good GPU, because it is ARM processor. It uses ARM Cortex X1 cores and A78 cores. It's just a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, man. Like,
I see.
so I do feel that even if Activision just ports their Android version of Call of Duty, most of the people would be very happy, because the people buying this Switch, I feel they won't know better. Like other than a small percentage of the population, the people buying this is they are like very casual gamers.
Yeah, they don't want to give a separate, spend something separately just to, play, dedicate it just to play or anything. So instead of like a gaming laptop, PC or a PlayStation,
Exactly, that's a very valid point.
they can just get a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, it's a cozy thing, and you don't have to buy a bulky laptop, bulky PC or anything. It's all you have to do. And another thing, so it's gonna be a bit of sarcastic thing, but what I expect is
Someone do I mean, yeah.
you caught my wind, man. Like I know, man. Somebody's gonna do this. Somebody's gonna install that Steam OS onto this.
The Nintendo Switch. Oh lord. Well, at least with the graphics card it has now, it might just run great.
Steam Deck is more than $400, and it is nowhere close to PS4's performance. And if these specs are true, and it is truly comparable to PS4, a Steam OS on this will, I'm just saying. I don't want to give Nintendo's lawyers any ideas, but
well, I don't want countersuits already, so let's just not give them
I said
idea.
nothing. We said nothing. All this is AI. So basically, that was all for today. We'll be wrapping up now.
I hope that you'll all join us every Saturday, where we discuss things like this every Saturday.
This is not gonna be just a one-off thing. Every Saturday we'll be tuning in and giving out our thoughts.
Yes.
He has so much of the game knowledge going on, and
You have so much tech knowledge going on.
I'm gonna, we're like gonna be best tech bros.
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna be a great
The
idea.
next Gamers Nexus, just kidding.
Well, up and coming, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Let's
Chalo, bye guys.
bye. See you later. See you next week.
Peace out.
Peace out.